everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Tonight, we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Here's a direct snap to Bell. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. 30, past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ladarius Green, 76 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. And I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Here's Charles. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on fourth down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Brown, the lone receiver left. They go play action here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Allen Bailey. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, Roethlisberger. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On second down, it's Bell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Justin Houston coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. On now the Steelers' second-year punter. This is Australian-born Jordan Berry. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And it's fielded at the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. Good enough for a Kansas City first down. Smith going to turn and give him to Charles. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As the play fake for Charles. Now Smith. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. A good pickup there at 22.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Smith now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
Here's Charles. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jamal Charles taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now a Wildcat look. It's Bell. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a first down carry by Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And caught right side, Green. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now, a field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Smith. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Macklin. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now it's Smith. He's got a man wide open. It's Maclin. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
To throw on second down is Smith. Caught here by Conley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Looking for Maclin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A gain of 39 that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. A screen to Bell. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coach, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. 23 yards on the play. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
This is Bell. Stays on his feet. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got time. Going up top. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger taking it in. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Here's Roethlisberger, and it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. line. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Second down following the incompletion. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd and 10, Smith. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not.
Jeremy Maclin, the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And how about that giving us our 5th lead change of the game? It's been back and forth.
No doubt about it, and right now they're ahead, but they can't relax at all because if we've had 5 lead changes, I'm kind of betting on a 6th.
Yeah, we might see a 6th. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Charles, the low setback. Here's Smith. He gets it complete to Harris. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Well, where do you find that one in the play? Charles.
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's going to get his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Play clock winding down. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the lead. Still a 1-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he is going to lose. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Charles, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And an alley to run. And the cutback to the sideline. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good for a KC 1st down. Again, it's Charles. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.